mindset changed. Like, nobody actually really cares. Right now, like, I don't care what people think of me. Kalau pikir tu saja.
Yeah, and like, why? Why would you think about someone else? You have your life to think about.
Exactly.
Then what's the point of you living if you want to live by other people's
That's just
standards?
sad. Like, you don't have your own life.
Yeah. Like, even if you still want to go for it, then just go for it, even though you know it might end you in shatters. But at least you chose that decision.
Yeah, you only
chose
live
to make your
once.
own mistakes. Yeah, you only live once. You chose to make that mistake, and you chose to learn from it. So it's fine if you don't want to go by other people's opinions. Okay, but just don't let that stop you from doing what you actually want to do.
Yeah. I know that I'm actually really weird. Not trying to be a pygmy, but
That's weird.
I'm so petite.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, like, as a girl, I know that my actions are not really pleasant. Yeah.
Elegant. She's not the most elegant person you see.
Between me and her, she's more elegant. As you guys can see, I feel like you can see.
From the way we sit.
Yeah. Yeah, ever since I was younger, I never really cared what people are saying about me.
It's true. She's very bold, very courageous, very courageous.
Mia?
She has her own path. Like, when she sets her mind on something, she'll stick to it, and she won't let other people's opinions
I think it's
sway
a really
her.
good thing.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing to have your own, boundaries and have your own choices.
Yeah.
It's not wrong. It's really not wrong. In fact, it's actually really good for your own self-growth because okay, between me and Nayli, I'm more of a people pleaser than she is, but I'm working on it, guys. I'm starting to
she's
do
getting
things
better.
at my own pace and setting boundaries and stuff like that. I'm not gonna live by other people's rules anymore, but I'm still working on it. It's still a work in progress, but yeah, between us two, I'm more of the people pleaser, and let's just say Nayli's life has been more, I would say, pleasant.
Right.
Like, her life is more chana, because she learns from my mistakes.
Yeah,
So
actually.
she actually does.
Actually.
Yeah, like, the things that I went through, she knows that it's wrong, so she doesn't go that way.
But I sometimes feel that it is unfair because you don't have someone that you can learn from.
That's true. But again, I chose that path, and I chose that to make that mistake, and I chose to learn from it. So it's okay. I've completely healed from the past, because what's the point of mourning over it? Because it's something that you can't change anyway.
Yeah.
People say you can't escape the past. Girl, you just escaped it. You literally just escaped.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean by that? Anyways, back to
Anyways.
Yeah, so how do friends, expanding your circle actually helps your self-growth. So like Nayli said, like, that group, the team that she was put in helped her in terms of her public speaking and in terms of how you can communicate with people better. And I completely agree. Like, expanding your circle actually helps you communicate better, and you learn a lot of things from them, because when you have lots of friends, you exchange your intellect, you exchange your wisdom, and that's a good thing. And again, like, okay, we're siblings, but we treat each other like we're best friends. And
yeah, we're actually best friends,
guys. So like, we exchange our, again, like this, we exchange our wisdom, and we also exchange our past mistakes and how we can learn from them. So I make the mistakes, and Ivy can learn from them, so she doesn't have to go through those tough times. But it's okay. It's okay that I had to went through it, because then I can help other people to not do that mistake, so that they can be more, happy with their life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really the importance of friendship. Like, expanding your circle helps you grow as a person. It helps you grow to become better. It also much helps you, create hobbies as well. Like, you can learn how to play instruments with your friends. You can learn how to, like, you do more sports with them, because like, you guys do hangouts often, so it helps you like go out of your house instead of bed rotting, do more sports, and reconnect with nature, stuff like that.
I learned that it's okay to open up and then be honest with everyone or your friends, and it will make you heal better.
Yeah, don't be afraid to be vulnerable with your friends. It's really okay. It's really okay. But it takes time for you to trust them, of course. But transparency really helps. Because when you become vulnerable with them, it helps them understand you better, and it also it makes you feel at peace.
Yeah.
It makes you feel at peace knowing that they know that you're this type of person, you know?
Yeah.
So you don't have to like walk on eggshells around them. It's okay to be vulnerable.
real.
It's just be real. Exactly.
Oh, be real.
Be real.
Hold on.
Just be vulnerable around them because they chose to be your friend. You chose them to be your friend,
exactly.
and they chose to be your friend. So they sort of like made that promise, that unspoken promise, that they will be there for you.
Yeah, ever since like you shared about your friends, like being honest, like I also wanted that in my friendship. I feel like I'm the one yang usually bring up much like deep convos,
which is good.
I like it because again, it'll help the friendship grow, and it's really good. And then I like that my friends also like macam play along, and then macam yeah, I like appreciate that. That's what I wanted. Like I want us to be honest with each other, and then macam tell like apa you don't like about us and stuff like that. I try to
bring that up. Just don't be afraid to bring that up. Like, what do you not like about me? But of course, be prepared for what's to come. Because if you ask things like that, like, is there something that you're unsatisfied about me? If so, how can I improve?
Don't you just have to accept it.
Don't be afraid to accept that criticism. What's that called? Constructive criticism. Yes, because it's supposed to help you. It's supposed to help the friendship. So don't be, how do you say, defensive about it. It should be in a language where it's receptive and something that they can accept because they know it's for their own betterment. So like, let's say, like, if you're unsatisfied about something, just say like, oh, I don't really like how the way you talk to me in this tone. So maybe next time, maybe you could talk to me in a lower tone and in a calmer tone, because when you say this tone, tell them the reason why. But when you say in this harsh tone, it makes me feel offended because da 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 da. You just make it sound like that. Make them understand. You know, don't make it sound like. Don't say it like, you're so harsh to me. Why? Why do you do that? Why do you do that? I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't make it sound like that. Don't be rude. Don't be rude.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I like how my friends, like they just accept the fact that, they just accept it like that. Like macam they're not really macam defensive about it. They accept that they accept the criticism, but it's to better themselves, of course. But of course, I usually say it. I think I usually say it in a nicer way, to help them feel macam not really offended like that.
Yeah. Oh, and last advice I would say is to always pray for your friends.
Yes.
Pray for your friends. Pray for yourself. So that the friendship grows, because a prayer really can change, what do you call that, takdir, fate. A prayer is stronger than fate. So if you can feel like the friendship is not benefiting you in any way, but you don't know what to do, make prayer to Allah and ask Him, Ya Allah, if this is the path for me, if this is the friends that I should have that can help me in my akhirah, then keep them in my life. But if they're not, Ya Allah, give me a sign and say like, pull me away from them, because only Allah knows what's good and what's bad for you. I mean, as much as you do know, Allah knows better. So a prayer really goes a long way. Make prayer every single time. Any last advice?
What I can say is that you just have to enjoy all of your friendships, because that's the only time.
Cherish them.
Yeah, that's the only time you can actually experience it, no matter how toxic it is. At least there's still good memories of the friendship, so you just have
lessons.
to
they're very important lessons.
And then you just like cherish them. True. It's priceless.
Something money cannot buy. Those moments are something money cannot buy.
And I liked all of my friendships, even though we went through things that are really
I still value them. Yeah, we still value the past friendships we made, because without them, you wouldn't be the person you are today. You needed them for your own growth. You needed them to be where you are right now. Be grateful for them. If anything, like, don't hate them. Don't hate them for what they did. Instead,
pass.
Instead, make dua for them or something. Forgive them, not because you want to forget what happened, but it's for your own peace. That was actually an advice from my mother, because back in year 7, that was like 2019, I I guess like I had a friend and she broke the girl code. She went after my previous partner. She went after my previous partner who like I still liked him and she knew, but she still went for him anyway. And I was crying days and days, months probably. And one time my mom caught me crying and she was like, of course she comforted me, and the advice that I remember till this day, she said, I'll say it in Malay. She said, maafkan saja ya kanya, maafkan niya saja. Untuk ranya, supaya ranya tenang hati, supaya ranya punya hati tenang, maafkan saja ya. And yeah, I actually did, and oh my gosh, this is who I am now.
What a good advice.
Are you crying?
Yeah.
Forgive them. Don't. You can choose. You can still choose not to forget what they've done to you, but you can always forgive them for your peace. Your peace. For the peace of your heart. Your heart needs that peace. So give it the peace that it needs.
That's true.
Yeah. I guess that's the end of this
so good.
episode. That was really good. We really needed this, to be honest. Yeah. That's all for this episode. Find out what's next week's episode. So for this episode, I hope it really benefited you, and I hope you can learn something from this, from our past experiences.
Yeah.
And if you're going through things that we went through, and you don't know what to do, I hope this episode can help you.
Yeah.
If you need any sort of advice whatsoever, just feel free to reach out in the comments, and I'll get back to you, inshallah. Yeah, so that's for this episode. Thank you for watching, lovelies.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
Thank you for making me
my first guest.
Yes.
Yes, today.
But yeah, that wraps up today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that really helps. See you in next week. Assalamualaikum.
Bye.